What's up, everybody? This is episode number 3 of Healthy Living. I'm staring at the camera intentionally now, up close intentionally, because I actually had somebody tell me the other day that your eyes are not green. Well, I mean, they've got multiple colors, but I would say large portion green. Anyway, tell me what you think. Episode number 3 of Healthy Living is entitled Don't Be Afraid to Make Enemies. So I guess it's more of a problem with codependent people is they don't want to make enemies and they want to keep everybody happy. But what you see in healthy behavior in healthy people is they don't go out seeking to make enemies by any means, but they definitely are not afraid to make them. So some cool things of that. I made a video a while back called Narc Attack, where this narcissist and its spineless yes man were attacking me at once, and then I was sitting there kind of I explained the whole thing earlier, whatever. But by the end of it, I was like, you know what? How do you want to resolve this? How do you want to resolve this? And they kept trying to circle around the bush in typical narcissist fashion, because they had no answer to how to resolve it. They didn't know, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to resolve it. I don't like you. I don't like either one of you. I don't care if either of y'all are in my life. That is making an enemy. But sometimes making an enemy is the same thing as drawing a boundary. I guess what it really boils down to is that in healthy living, you have to stand up for what you believe in. Whether other people think it's right or wrong does not matter. If you think it's right, you got to stand up for it. And if that means that you're creating an enemy, oh fucking well. Sometimes you got to create enemies. You can't sit there and appease everybody. You can't sit there and try to make everybody happy. If you're against something that I believe in, if you're against one of my, my core values, you can be my enemy. I don't give a flying fuck what you think or how you're going to react, or if you're going to spend every day of your life talking shit about me and trying to spread gossip and this and that, and I don't like him, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I probably used to care, but nah, not really anymore. So there's actually a couple really good quotes on this, and I don't know who said the first one, but it was some guy. He's like, if I've learned anything from video games, is that if you start to run into enemies, you're going the right direction. Which, if you play online games, it's pretty easy to get lost on like a big map. So if you start running into enemies, you're like, oh shit, I must be in the right area. I thought that was a really cool little thing because I'm into video games. But it's true. If you're running into enemies, that means that you're standing up for what you believe in. If you're running into enemies, that means you're not backing down and appeasing everybody. It's just the nature of life. It will happen, and you can't be afraid of it to happen. Another quote that I like is, "Those that mind don't matter; those that matter don't mind." Also extremely true. Like I said, with my healthy relationships, if I assert my opinions or stand up for my core values, they may not agree, but they don't get aggressive and angry about it. 99% of the times they actually agree with me, but if they don't, they're just like, yeah, that's your point of view. There's no big to do about it, and like this narcissistic rage of why don't you believe with me and I'm a fucking weirdo. None of that shit. So it's just really poorly prepared and vocalized point, but you just can't be afraid of it. I mean, it's going to happen. If you're living a healthy life, it's going to happen, and let it happen. Because fuck it, if somebody becomes your enemy over something like that, or if they step over your boundaries and you react and they get aggressive, you don't need that person in your life. Nobody healthy is ever going to attack you for overstepping their boundaries or you having a different core value than them. What do healthy people do when they overstep a boundary and notice that they have? They go, "Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry." Healthy behavior. Or like I said earlier, if somebody has a different core value, they're just like, that's what you believe. That's cool. It doesn't mean you have to hate people. Doesn't mean you have to get in this whole arch enemy scenario that the narcissists and the unhealthy people do. I've seen it so much where uh, semi-narcissistic people or unhealthy people will have just so many enemies for the weirdest reasons. Like, this is not an actual example, but it just metaphorically, um, for simple reasons as like old narc friend would hate people, and I'm like, what's wrong with him? Like, there's nothing wrong with that guy. He's perfectly. Oh, I didn't like the way he put his shoes on. I put my shoes on different. Just stupid shit like that. Um, so if you're dealing with these type of people, and you're gonna have to in life, they're gonna hate you, and they're gonna be your enemy, and you just have to literally just not give a fuck that they're gonna be your enemy. Just be like, okay, be my enemy, bitch. Let's go. What's up with it? It is what it is. Anyway, hope that made sense. I kind of rambled a little bit with my not green eyes. I think I got some sexy fucking eyes. I'm just gonna say. If only the rest of me were so. Just kidding. All right, later.